My friends, welcome to Talk Casual. We're broadcasting live here in the Outer Rim at wherever we are, metropolitan Melbourne apparently. To the
We are
left of me,
broadcasting from lockdown. That's where
lockdown,
we are
that's it.
broadcasting from.
Yep, to the left of me
Yes.
is the dancing monkey himself, Ian. As always, the Grandmaster of Sword is here, Ariel. Ian, what have we got tonight?
I think we're going to sit here and talk about Miraculous Ladybug, aren't we?
Yes, we're just talking
That's
about
what we
that.
started talking about earlier. Yeah, Miraculous
Correct,
Ladybug
correct,
you are,
correct.
because we know what the fans want.
Yes.
They want to hear two grown men talking about the television shows their kids watch.
Yep.
Uh,
Absolutely.
yes, absolutely. But you know what? Actually, I think we'll leave that one. I think that'll be too popular a topic, and I haven't got the time for it tonight. So let's just do something simple and talk about Imperial Squadrons.
Something easy, yeah. Something easy for you, light-handed. It's like it's things that you kill, isn't it, right, Ian?
Yeah, there's things that go pop when I see them on the board. You know, TIE Fighters, yay, pop.
Yep. Correct.
Defender, cool. Z95, 3 doubles, pop.
Pop. Correct. All
Yeah.
right.
So we did the Rebel Squadron, so time to talk about Imperial Squadrons.
Yes.
And so I'm just going to sit back and let you do all the yammering this time.
Oh, wow, really? I find that
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. Well,
I find that hard to believe.
I did all the yammering for Rebel Squadrons. What have I got to talk about with Imperial Squadrons, apart from the fact that I don't like these ones, and these ones die?
Yeah, these go boom.
These ones go boom, and these ones are annoying.
Yep, so after all the people coming up to me saying, we're doing Imperial Squadrons, we're Imperial Squadrons, we're finally here. It took us to go back into lockdown, but here we are.
But while you start doing that, start talking, I have to move.
Oh, and we're moving.
I have to move.
And there
because,
goes
Ian. My wife wants to watch the television now.
Wow.
So first I was kicked out of the kitchen because, she had to do dishes. Now I'm kicked out of the lounge room because she wants to watch TV.
Ah, jeez. Look what I have to deal with, people. Just the amateur
laughing now, and she's looking at me laughing. I should turn my camera
amateur
back on
hour
so
here. Amateur hour here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll start your waffle and I'll comment later.
All right, so let's go on and let's see Imperial Squadron. So we've got Ryan Kingston up here now. Let's go through some Imperial Squadrons. So let's start off with something light, something easy. Let's start with El Clasico, as I call it. Let's start with the core set of fighters. Let's just go with 6 TIE fighters. How can you go wrong with 6 TIE fighters from the core set? 48 points. Nice, cheap, simple. It might die. It will. Don't let me wrong. It will die. It will die a lot from aces, from other biggest squadron balls. But at least you'll have some kind of fighter coverage against bombers, rebel bombers, any bombers squadron that comes against you. So at least they'll keep them tied for maybe 1 or 2 rounds to keep them intact. But for 48 points, 6 TIE fighters is your basic starter set. Even when you get the core set, that's what you get, 6 TIE fighters. 6 TIE fighters don't work the greatest as they used to, but it is a good start for any squadron pusher just to get that kind of thing happening. And as I said, it's minimal maintenance. It's just there to stop that fighter squadron coming through. So you can also...
Well, it's not bad, the TIE fighters, because that is really enough to slow down bombers for 2 rounds.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid and send them in.
No.
Do not let them get beyond that range 2 bubble of your ship.
Yeah.
And then you'll do really well because they'll hold their own for a few rounds. You'll probably have 6 squadrons come in and they could potentially pop more than 1 round.
Correct.
Unlikely. You don't always pop one TIE fighter with every attack. It can happen, but it's not common.
No, but as I said, for 48 points to have 6 squadrons and 3 activations or placements with your fleet is pretty awesome. So under 50 points, fantastic. So for me, if you want to, you can expand on this. This is just the start. So after this, where do you go from here? It's simple. You drop 1 and add How Runner. For 56 points, now you have a swarm of, instead of 3 blue dice, you've got 4 blue dice, except for How Runner. So, and to give you that reroll ability, of course, they've got swarm all of them. So, but to have 4 blue dice shooting is pretty awesome. Again, you want to be a little bit offensive, but not too offensive. Like if they're coming towards you, as long as you stay close to your carrier or your ISD, whatever you want, your fleet, you don't want to be aggressive unless if they've got a small squadron ball or no squadron ball. If you want to just pump them into the front of into a ship, granted you don't have Sloan. You probably wouldn't have Sloan with this, but you sometimes you get lucky with that blue dice and you get that hit and just to plink away at shields. Not too bad, but yeah, Howl Runner just gives that little bit of extra spice to give each the 5 TIE fighters an extra dice. Again, if you for that 1 extra point, if you are looking to protect Howl Runner, you can also go just down to 4 and get in Black Squadron. A Black Squadron TIE fighter just to give escort to Howl Runner, because what most veteran players will do will identify Howl Runner and try to knock her off as early as possible. So Black Squadron there for an extra point. Yes, you do lose that swarm ability of that TIE fighter, but at least it does give you an escort and counter 2, because Howl Runner's ability does count. Oh no, it doesn't give you counter 2, it gives counter 1 because it doesn't have swarm. So apologies there. It's still a counter 1. So, but if you did have, say, Dengar or something on the side of that, it'd be counter 2. But just for 1 extra point, you can give yourself some kind of defense from squadrons or veteran players coming against Howl Runner. Just that 1 attack just to save her scatter for that 1 extra round. So,
that's 5 squadrons, wasn't it? 3 TIE fighters, Black Squadron, and Howl Runner.
No, it's 4. It's still 6 altogether.
Oh, still 6.
Yeah, it's 50.
I was honestly just looking at 3 TIE fighters, Black Squadron, and Howl Runner alone, like for 49 points. Like that is a bloody good try. That is a bloody good deal.
Yeah, 49 points. Yeah, just under that 50 mark. Where definitely it's just that small fighter ball, give you a little protection for Howl Runner, and also the swarm reroll and swarm extra dice for Howl Runner. Okay, granted those 3 TIE fighters are the only ones that are going to get Howl Runner's ability and not Black Squadron, because it's not a swarm squadron. So, but again,
that's not a big deal, because Black Squadron's there just to help Howl Runner's defense tokens last that extra round. Like if Black Squadron can absorb two attacks from squadrons, then you're laughing. And then if you pair like a 50-point squadron ball like that with you've got 5 squadrons.
Yeah.
If you pair that against, then you've got ships that have some pretty decent AA. I suppose the gunnery team's ISD. Like that's just keep them near the side arcs and around your front, you might say, going speed 1. Yeah, you can pretty much just run the buggers over if you play it correctly.
Yeah.
But you can just really block your opponent, and you can then get some AA into them as well as their normal attacks, squadron phase. That could really mess up someone's day if you play that right.
Absolutely.
And that's simple. That's people laugh at TIE fighters, but it's pretty good.
No, if you play them right, if you don't be aggressive, unless if there is a chance to be aggressive, don't just hold them back if you don't see anything, no squadrons or minimal squadrons. You just go there and.
What sort of chance though do you have to be aggressive with 5 TIE fighters?
Well, if you see say maybe couple of A-wings, like 2 A-wings maybe, you can probably be a little bit aggressive.
I probably wouldn't even be aggressive with them either.
Give or take.
Honestly, I wouldn't. No, I don't think I'd even be aggressive with them. I'd let those A-wings come to me, because the problem is you go aggressive against A-wings, you'll pay for it because they've got their counter, and hell, if they've got Torrent Fire on the list,
true.
2, and then they get to attack 3.
It dictates sometimes. It dictates.
Depends on the game. So it depends, but. Yeah, look, you could if you wanted to. If you wanted to just lock down, I don't know if there's a couple of rogue. I'd go aggressive. Probably some rogue bombers.
That's where we're going. That's where I'm going to next, Ian.
Where you're going to next?
That's where I'm going to next. One of your favourite squadron balls is the fire spray. So if you're looking at the fire spray, yes. So basically for free fire sprays, you're looking at 54 points. And why do you hate fire sprays, Ian?
Because they're rogue and they're bomber. And 2 blue bomber.
Correct. They can do it all. They can attack, move and shoot, and also be a bomber force against ships as well. So a nice, versatile squadron ball. Again, probably the optimal would say, even free for 54 points is pretty awesome. Again, nice, easy, cheap. You don't have to worry about your squadron commands. they'll do it all for you. But if you really want to, if you've got a Gazanti, which most Imperial players will have with them, best offset is, of course, the newest one that's just come out now. If I can find him, no, Commander Walled. So Commander Walled, when a friendly non-swarm squadron at distance 1 to 3 is attacking a squadron, it may re-roll one of its any of its one die of its any color. So that with Walled, it's pretty awesome for with Gazanti following around 4 points to give you that one re-roll that it always seems to go with blue dice goes one way or the other. So your bomber dice are pretty good. You don't need to worry about that re-roll for the bomber because it's a 75% chance of getting a hit or crit. It's just the accuracy that might get you there. But with that one hit with just the anti-squadron, Commander Walled for 4 points for that extra reroll just helps a little bit there. It's not a needed one, but it's a nice little thing just to have you there. So it doesn't have to be on a Gazanti either. It could be any ship that is around, but you want something that doesn't want to take an officer slot. So Commander Walled is awesome for the fire sprays. So yeah, any thoughts, Ian?
I'm actually looking at them now. And, I was just looking at the fire spray, and I looked at the card next to the fire spray. The assault frigate, the aggressor assault fighter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out. I'm looking at that thing. I'm looking at the stats. Like it's got rogue. It's got black dice against ship.
Yeah.
It's 5 hull.
Yeah.
Counter 1 rogue.
Yeah.
I think I'd almost take those over the fire sprays, really, to save the points. But
yeah, true. Actually,
you got like why don't I see that ship? Is it because of speed 3?
I believe it because it's the speed, correct? Yeah, and
that speed 3 though, like look, if you're taking victories or you're even taking an SSD, like, speed 3 is fine. You don't want to be too far away.
The thing is for Imperials. This is the Imperial ideology with squadrons. I'm not a big Imperial squadron player, but what I see a lot is it's better to take an ace than a generic. That's what you see a lot.
Yeah.
Like X-Wings, A-Wings, Y-Wings, generic in the Rebels are pretty good when you've got like Jan Ors around or something like that. With Imperial generics, they just seem to pop or seem not to do what they need to do. This like the aggressor looks awesome. It's fantastic, but it has 4 blue dice, no rerolls. So you again, okay, it's 4 blue dice, so you're bound to get something. But some people think, for
you got that Nuffer who lets you reroll all the Imperials. Haven't they?
That's true. You can add Commander Walled. Yeah, so let's just go with that. Let's go with how many aggressors.
Man, I'm getting some ideas now.
So 4 aggressors is 64 points. If you want to be under that 50 points, it's 48 points for 3 aggressors, and they roll a black dice for bombers, so that is pretty awesome actually. Because I'll
look at it this way: those things are 3 more points. Well, actually, technically, that thing is 2 more points than Rogue Squadron X-Wing.
Yeah,
and a lot of people take the generic Rogue Squadron X-Wing, and he's 14 points, and he's only 1 red die bomber 2, I think. I mean, he doesn't even counter 1. These things are counter 1.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like,
to me, people just, there might be something in their end, but some people just, most of the time, just stay away from the aggressor when there's other things that can do a little bit better. Again, when you take,
I mean, we can take 3. We can take 144 squadrons, can't we? Or 143?
134.
134. Yeah, I'm way off. Okay, so 8. Oh, there you go. 8 aggressors and Wallard is 132 points together.
Wow.
So 8 aggressors.
Yeah.
That's freaking scary. That is 8 ships with rogue with a black dice anti-ship.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty nuts.
It is nuts, yeah. It sounds awesome on paper. Maybe we need to put it in test because, as I said...
I think I would test that. I don't know why. The trouble is, who wants to buy 8 aggressors is one of the problems.
Yeah, true.
That's the first
trying
to
find all the rogues and villains sets there, Ian. So
that's the biggest trouble.
Yeah. So, but for 16 points, you can also get yourself a TIE Defender. So, but again, it doesn't have rogue. It only has a blue dice, but it is a bomber blue dice. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. People kind of see
bomber blue dice is almost as good as black.
Yeah, I know, but again, it has blue black. It basically almost is the same. It has one hull extra, and it goes speed 5, and it is a bomber. So again, it's not rogue, but somehow the aggressors have seemed to be lost in translation. As I said, for 2 extra points, you can get yourself a fire spray. So that's what I think people
That's the thing, yeah. When 2 extra points, extra hull, 2 blue dice, which is pretty good. Rogue bomber.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
pretty good, really.
Yeah, and it's the same speed too on top of that. So you
lose. Yeah, both speed 3.
Yeah, so the fire spray is that kind of jack of all trades. The aggressor, again, it could see a future with Commander Wallet around. We'll wait to see.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the ones I kind of basically wanted to start off with. Now, the next ones are kind of like, I call these the Imperial candy bar, as I call them, the mix and match. You get your cup and you fill it in with some of this, some of that. You can mix and match whatever you want. Where I start off with is the opposite to Shara Bay and Tycho. I do Sienna Ray and Valen Rudor. For 30 points, these are the 2 that everyone picks together as your light fighter squadron to start off with, just to be that base there. Of course, Sienna being anything that attacks her is obstructed, including counters. And if paired with Valen, if Sienna's there with Valen, no one can attack Valen until Sienna's been taken care of. So to be dealt that 1 less die attack, and you must attack Sienna, and while Valen's there got his black dice shooting at generics, is very harsh. A very good counter, just say to Sienna, to Shara, because you attack Valen to Shara, and Shara can't do her counter back thanks to his ability. So, as I said, for 30 points, it's your cheap light squadrons defense that doesn't do. It stops a little bit, but it won't stop everything. It's just there just to harass your other wing there. So, again, they're not good for bombing. It's just there just to keep them there back. Sienna's got a speed 5 and Valen's got speed 4, so they can move around the board pretty well, but you like to keep them back with your fleets as much as you can. So that's my first little package there that you kind of go, yep, cool, that's the one I want to have. Second package in the candy bar section. Any thoughts about it, Ian, before I move along?
Yeah, I don't like those 2.
Yeah, I know.
That's all I'll say.
All right, the second selection in the candy bar, Imperial candy bar, as I call it, is Marek and Jendon, the 2 bros. So, again, 41 points. This is your basic offensive duo that goes and smacks into ships and smacks into squadronless fleets and says, here, have 4 blue dice, come at it. So
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. So Marek, again, this is awesome for against no squadron fleets. It doesn't do well against squadron fleets because Marek can be picked off once. I know you, Ian. When you see Marek, you go for him and you go for him hard. You knock him out, or you knock out Jendon. Whatever you can knock out quickly, hard and fast.
Oddly enough, I honestly think out of the Marek Jendon combo, Jendon is your target. He's the one you want to kill.
Yeah, because
often like Marek doesn't have road, but Marek can move into range, be able to shoot you. But then he's also in range of Jendon, so he'll just move, and then Jendon will order the fire. Yeah. So you take Jendon out, and if Marek's too far away from a squadron pusher, well, he's useless.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about it. So
absolutely.
Yeah, Jendon is really the powerhouse in that. He's really the powerhouse in that combo.
Yeah, so definitely. You definitely want to lock out that relay to Marek, and all you need is a Gazanti just to push these 2, and they're just deadly, absolutely deadly. Yeah. If you don't pay attention to what they do, you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
So that's my pack 2 of the Imperial candy bar section. I'll go to my next one is Dengar and Mauler. as I said, I'm giving you small little tidbits here and there. Then I'll explain why I'm doing this. Mauler.
Yeah, this is a nightmare combo.
35
this is
points.
combo that.
Yeah. 35 points of Mauler Dengar. So basically, Dengar will make everyone heavy, so then Mauler can go and do his Mauler things by moving that slight bit, saying, you've got damage, everyone has damage. So
again, it's the biggest nightmare, because if you throw some escorts of those two and then you can't kill those escorts, basically Mauler can just obliterate. Yeah, he'll obliterate most of your squads within like 3 or 4 turns. Because, you get some shots in there, and then, oh, cool, look at that. Boom, we moved. Everyone take damage. Boom. Hey, after 4 rounds, all your A-wings are gone. They didn't get shot at once.
Okay, and so this is
fun.
This is
makes me cry.
I know. So this is your pack number 3 for the Imperial Candy Bar. All right, there's a slight variation of Dengar Mauler Miffle, of course. I'm talking about Dengar Haurunga. Dengar Bunga. So we got here Dengar and Haurunner. Pair it up with, say, other squadrons, and now they have a counter of 2, each and every single one. You put interceptors in there, they have a counter of 4 now. So Haurunner and Dengar go very well together. Just to give, if you want to attack me, you're going to get hurt. And it is again, gives those, say if you just put generic ties in there, now they have counter of 2. You put interceptors in there, now they have a counter of 4. So, and this is one of the lists one of the squadrons, I'll just get out of the candy bar for the moment. You put 2 interceptors in there, 58 points. And then you definitely have a Gazanti around, because that's what you do, because you're an Imperial. And then you add, what do you add? You add, where is it? Reserve hangar deck.
Yes.
So
yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, so if you can add reserve hangar deck as much as you can to other ships, like say if you're not using that slot for an AEST, whack it on. So then you'll have basically for 14 points, you've got 2 interceptors. Granted, one's not going to come back with 1 less hull, but you chuck that back in front of Dengar Haurunner, they've got to throw 4 dice back just for being attacked. So again, a nice counter to squadrons. If you want to go light, you don't want to commit too much into the squadron push. The interceptors plus reserve hangar deck, Haurunner Dengar is pretty awesome. Again, Haurunner gives the extra dice for the attack as well, so the interceptors get 5 dice. Dengar gets 4 dice, and of course the interceptors get that counter 4 plus a swarm reroll, just to get you those hits that you want. So again, a reserve hangar deck has kind of come out and made the interceptors a little bit better.
Oh, look, it really has. Reserve hangar deck is something that was, it's pretty much the Imperial card. Like, it's not really going to help Z95. It sort of does, but not really.
It sort of does.
It sort of does, but you don't want to waste reserve hangar deck on like something like a TIE fighter, but on interceptors with that counter 2, not only are you putting a ship back with 2 hull, but you're putting one back that has counter 2.
And counter 4 if you have Haurunner and Dengar alongside.
Well, you can get up to counter 5 or something, can't you, with another ability or something like that?
With Commander Walled. So if you have
Walled or something, so you can do some really nasty crap with that. I remember James doing that once.
Not Commander Walled. What's his name? I'll see when I see him. Not Taskmaster.
You know it when you see it.
Flight Instructor Goran, I think it was. I think that's his name. Where is he? There is Instructor Goran. So Instructor Goran. So while a friendly non-heavy squadron is distance 1 to 2, it has counter 1 or increases its counter value by 1. So if you have them nice and tight next to a Gazanti, distance 1 to 2, you get counter 5. So again, it's 7 points though for that. So that's a lot of points. It'd probably be better on a Quasar if you're not using Taskmaster Grint or Wolf Yularen. That's what Hangry like to do. But you're getting a little bit too much on points there. But, again, 5 counter on something that's pretty nasty and kind of will teach people, say, do you really want to attack me? and they'll be so. So yeah, if you play your cards right, Instructor Gora needs to be distance 1 to 2, but if you play your cards right, it can be very deadly.
Yeah.
So that was, I went a little far from there for my candy bar option. Now, what I say candy bar options, well, basically you can mix and match.
What you're saying is basically you're trying to create something, get everyone to respond with it and agree to it.
Yeah, well, basically you can mix and match what you want. So you want to be a little bit offensive, but also defensive. You can say Sienna Valen and Colonel Jendon Marek. So mix and match. Whatever you feel like that you want to do, these work fine. So, because again, Valen, for 71 points, Valen will be protected by the ones that been attacked. Also, Colonel Jendon can help Valen attack those generic A-Wings. So, for some reason, sometimes you'd rather throw 3 black dice with Valen with a swarm reroll compared to Marek. Marek will give you that guarantee hit, but sometimes Valen can do the job a little bit better with those 3 black dice. Sienna will be there to mop up anything. Again, Sienna can also be double tapped by Jendon. It all depends on what you want to do with Colonel Jendon. Colonel Jendon doesn't need to be double tapped with Marek. You can also do other squadrons as well. If you want to lower that as well, you can either... I also love Saber Squadron. Saber Squadron with Colonel Jendon as well. Just double tapping snipe is awesome. So...
yeah, that's a problem.
But yeah, the only problem
is... Screws Shah up.
Yeah. The only problem is, though, that, if you don't pay attention, and some people will attack Saber, and Saber will go pop easily. So an escort would be awesome with Saber, or locking down as much squadrons to get it away from Saber. Even just putting, say, just a TIE advance in there just to help it out. Now you're getting expensive for 82 points, but yeah, that's a fair amount of points there to go there. But so I'll go back to my Imperial candy bar. So one of the ones I've kind of enjoyed flying recently was I've done Saber, Hell Runner, Valen, and Sienna. 58 points.
Mm-hmm.
So 58 points. Hell Runner gives everyone an extra blue dice, including Valen, because Valen also rolls 3 black dice. So you come against Sienna and you're trying to kill her. At least Hell Runner will give her that 1 blue dice to possibly get that accuracy. If not, swarm reroll. That's one thing awesome for Valen. Or again, Sienna 5 dice, Saber 5 dice. And of course, with Hell Runner, helps Sienna's counter become counter free. So while they're attacking Sienna, they're obstructed, but you're gaining more dice on top of that. So for 58 points, that is a nasty little anti-squadron list that I like. Granted, a lot of times you'll come against no squadron fleets, and it's probably useless. I'll send Hell Runner, Valen, and Sienna to attack something, and send Saber far away.
How many points is that?
58 points.
58 points. Yeah, look, if you're spending around that 50 points on all your squadrons, you come up against a squadronless fleet. Cool. A squadron ball like that, it's not really that great against ships, but hey, every little bit helps. Sometimes
it does. It does, and sometimes you get lucky with those.
It might be that little finisher. It's never really a waste.
No, it's not a waste. So you just definitely send. Even Sienna's pretty awesome against, say, corvettes, because you throw them in front, you can't touch her because she's obstructed. So any ship that throws that 1 dice cannot touch Sienna. So what do you got to lose if you even if it's a 2 dice ship, you'll have to throw 1 dice scatter. So even if they're lucky to throw something towards Sienna. So Sienna is pretty awesome against ships, especially like if you got Sloane. That's when you start bringing these kind of aces and generics on together to attack ships. But I'm just talking about your generic squadron ball where you just want to attack. So yeah, that's my little one there. I think that's basically it. So you also got your Colonel Jendon, Marek, and Mora, MMJ. So MMJ basically is just a lot of points, 68 points, but it's Mora throws black dice and has that reroll ability thanks to her brace, and free blue dice, and not bomber, but still free blue dice into a ship is a bit scary. Even if it's 1 or 2 hits, it still gets annoying, especially with Marek hanging around. They're very nasty little ships, and it's very popular for Imperial players just to bring these free squadrons and cause havoc. But it's 68 points. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but yeah, it's something that Imperial players love. I'm looking at playing around with Telv Tarua. So this guy is when you have a ready defense token, you gain escort for 17 points. You have an escort with scatter. So
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring him on the table and see how
we jump master, isn't he? Speed 4. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I reckon he's not too bad. When you have A-Re, so it works twice, you could say.
Yeah. And basically, after defending an attack, if you discard a defense token, you may recover up to 3 hull, even if you are destroyed. So you think you killed him, chuck away one of the tokens, he comes back to life. So he can be very nasty. Well,
that's one of the funny things, I suppose, isn't it? If you've got that scatter, and it's just like, great, I need to spend my scatter to live.
Yeah.
Well, how about I just discard the brace?
Yeah.
And then I keep my scatter. I come back with 3 hull, and I've still got a green scatter.
Yep.
Yeah, it could work.
Yeah.
So you got 2 hull left. You got 3 hits into you. A brace is getting 3 hits with an accuracy.
So he would probably.
Man, would you make him want to spend that scatter or look in that brace? Man, yeah, he'd be a pain in the butt.
Yeah. So
it would be a real pain in the ass to deal with.
Yep. So Marek Jendon has a nice little escort now.
He's a nice little friend there, isn't he?
Yeah, 58 points. So
that's fine. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I suppose it's one of the good things. There are so many of these problem things out there that you really don't want to have to deal with. But what's really kind of cool is that no one ever brings them.
No.
I don't know. No one really brings him. I don't know. I think people haven't really. I suppose as soon as somebody wins a major tournament with him, boom, he's in every fleet.
Yeah, look, I'm just bringing out some of the ships that I've kind of seen and gone, this is pretty cool, this is awesome. It's a discussion about Imperial fighters. A lot of times they'll go for Mauler and they'll go for Sienna and Valen's not really. Everyone loves Mauler. Mauler seems to be the pick for everyone. Honda.
Nobody loves Whisper though.
No one loves Whisper. Yeah, poor Whisper.
Poor Whisper.
Actually, Whisper wouldn't be too bad now with some phantoms now, thanks to Commander Wallet too, because that will give you that reroll.
So, 20 points. No.
Yeah, but
you don't have counter, so yeah.
Yeah.
20 points.
You still got to play with playing with the cloak mechanic. You got to dance around stations and that. So.
Yeah, you got to know what you're doing.
Now everyone's heard about the Morale Val tricks. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not Tok'ra.
Because there's probably a nerf or something coming for that.
No.
I haven't seen how that list plays Morale Val because what was it the one with all the shuttles?
Shuttles and tokens.
I can't see how that can possibly beat a heavy squadron ball.
I don't know,
because once all those squadrons sort of engage, the shuttles can't move. And if the shuttles can't move, they can't move tokens. So the trick disappears, doesn't it?
I don't know, man. You got to watch. Probably got to watch the game and watch him do his thing. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it, but I played on Vassal and I don't watch Vassal, so
yeah, that's probably the big thing. We just don't watch Vassal,
yeah.
And
I've
heard the stories. That's all I've heard. So,
yeah. I'd like to play someone on TTS for that. Who plays that? Yeah, just see how it goes.
Yeah, but again, 22 points for a YV. 666. Yeah, it's look, you gotta be a specific player to play them. I'm trying to keep it nice and basic for just your general player who wants to dabble into something different and try to think of something new. Hondo's pretty awesome. I like Hondo.
Yeah, Hondo's good.
Yeah,
he's pretty good actually.
24 points. It's just a little bit cheaper than Boba. The only problem is though you do have to give up Hondo crew cards for it. So
I don't like Hondo crew anyway. That's a happy sacrifice.
Yeah. So again,
come at me, haters.
Yeah. So 4 blue anti-squadron, 2 blue anti-ship. Of course, you don't really go through his ability, but it does work.
Perfect Shara counter.
Yeah, you basically you send something to.
You're shutting down Shara. Cool. You want Shara off the board because of that whole counter thing or something else, But hey, guess what? I'll just cool. Shara, you're activated.
Yeah.
And I won't attack you, and then I won't die, and then or Lando.
Yeah. Yeah, actually Lando. You definitely want to
shut Lando down.
Yeah.
Shut Lando down. Shut Shara down. Shut Wedge down. Hell, shut Tycho down. Oh, Tycho, guess what? You can't move anywhere now. You're just going to get shot by everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So
shuts down a lot of things. So it's like, oh, cool. Anything with Brit or Intel or anything, it's just like we'll just shut you down and then you can't move. That's probably his strongest ability is not stop preventing your opponents from being attacked, but not preventing that ace squadron from being able to run away.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nasty. It is nasty when you want to lock that one thing down. But 24 points, you really want attacking. But if you do see something that you just okay, I'm going to get overwhelmed here. Let's just stop one of those squadrons from doing something bad. Boom, you send Hondo in. So
24 points, and then you think about how good those 24 points would be as shutting down Mauler Miffle.
Yeah, true.
Think about that.
Yeah.
And you can just shut down Mauler, and then cool, you bought Mauler. Sweet, I'm gonna run up. I got Rogue. I'll go first. I'm gonna knock you down, activate you, and good luck for the rest of the game.
And let's just touch on poor old Darth Vader. He's an awesome
Vader.
21 points. He does really awesome because each crit on a die counts as a hit. So he rolls 3 blue and 1 black for squadrons, then 1 black for ships. The only problem is because with Vader, you've got Vader officer for that 1 point. You've got Vader crew card, boarding trooper Vader. There's
too many other good Vaders. Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah.
And that's the problem. And look, he's got escorts, so his ability's not really going to last long. He's just going to die.
Because everyone's going to basically piggyback on Vader, basically gang up on Vader and just destroy him. So
you don't have a choice. He's got escort. You have to shoot him first.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. So for 21 points, you just go for Marek. So
if you didn't have escort, you'd probably see him more. I reckon if you didn't have escort.
One speed faster, 1 hull extra, basically hits the same. Yeah, Marek's better choice for you compared to Darth. So poor Darth. I feel sorry for him. He's pretty awesome, but again, Officer Vader just says, "Nah, I'm better." So apart from that, Tempest is all right if you got an extra point if you're playing with TIE advances. I'd say people don't like the TIE advances, the generics themselves. 12 points. The closest things I say to an A-wing, but of course you can always. Ian's kind of pointed out the.
I honestly do not see a point to ever take Tempest Squadron.
Yeah, well, it actually gives you the bomber, so ability.
Yeah, cool, but you're only 1 black die bomber. You may as well just take a generic bomber.
Yeah, true.
How much are generic bombers?
Generic bombers.
They're 9 points.
9 points, correct. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's 1 black die. It's got 5 hull. What's the advance got? It's got 5 hull, speed 4. The bombers are speed 4.
Yeah.
To be honest, I honestly cannot see a situation why you'd want to take Tempest Squadron over Bomber. Like, yeah, you've got that escort, I suppose. If you want a bomber with your escort, protect your other bombers, maybe. Yeah. But look, it's 4 points. 4 points for a ship with escort and two extra attack die. Okay, but I'll just take a bomber. Because you drop Tempest, your points work out. You probably have enough points for an advanced and a bomber.
Another nice little hack that I found out with just a nice little small squadron ball. For 57 points, you get 2 Decimators and, say, Valen Rudor.
How many points is that?
57 points.
Oh, God, people don't bring that. Oh, yeah.
So
deal with that.
Basically, the Decimators are there just to stop people attacking Valen. And it's just a meat shield to stop, and Valen does what Valen does. So, So,
I just lost it.
Yeah, so 57 points. The more Decimators, the better. But, again, for 57 points, 3 squadrons, 8 hull.
Hey, while we're talking Decimators, I kind of was building something, and I kind of thought, oh my God, I don't want to see this across the table.
What's that?
5 Decimators with Dengar.
Yep. It does.
Yeah, 130 points.
Yep. Because that gains counter 2.
Rogue. Counter 2.
Now
they got 8 hull.
Dengar doesn't have Rogue though. Just FYI.
You don't need Dengar to have Rogue.
No. But just letting you know.
He's got the defense tokens, so it's already less appealing to look at shooting. If you're only going a minimal squadron ball, it already looks less appealing to waste all your shots in the Dengar because it'll be hard to kill. And then you're stuck with all these Decimators. But the idea of Dengar is just to have him there, just so that way. Oh, cool. You're gonna come surrender my Decimators, no worries. Dengar in the middle, you're all heavy, and then I'm just gonna go over and throw my 3. I'm gonna roll. 15 blue dice into your ship.
Yeah. I totally agree, Stefan. Vader is super powerful. It's an awesome squadron. It was pretty awesome at the start. It's just that other Vaders, like Officer Vader, are just way better to have in a fleet compared to Squadron Vader when Marek's around. He's still awesome. Don't get me wrong. He's very awesome, but I would prefer to have Marek. I'll just chuck you...
Well, even Gunnery Team Vader as well. What is it? When you reel a squad command, you just have to kill one non-thing. Yeah. Even killing cards and that sort of stuff. Vader just does... Vader is good, but Vader is better. Yeah. Other Vaders are better.
Yeah.
If you want to take a Darth Vader, you'd take him one of those. I suppose the only time you'd probably consider using him is if you're not taking those crews because those slots are already filled with other things. And why aren't you taking Vader?
This is a listed. This is a squadron ball that I was considering exactly 134 points. So
here we go.
So you got Marek, Jendon, Dengar, Saber, Mauler, Valen, Howrunner, and Sienna. So basically,
have a good night.
Yeah. So you exactly 134 points. So you've got your anti-harassment squadrons, and then you've got your bombers. Dengar rolls that 1 black. So if there is that,
how many bombers are there?
There's just Dengar. It's just Marek. That's all. One Marek.
Marek with a bomber, so he's the only real bomber.
Marek.
So
Marek with Jendon, so he gets that double tap. There's Dengar with
just
the black.
Double tap.
Yeah. Dengar with the black dice, and then just blue dice with the rest. And they're all aces except for Saber.
How many squadrons is that?
That is 8 squadrons.
Oh, God. That's so disgusting.
So, add
that is so disgusting that all fits in one list.
Yeah. Yeah, 134, exactly.
That is disgusting. 8 squadrons, too. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. Okay, the rumor going around saying that Imperials have to pay a tax or something like that, like the Imperial tax, their squadrons seem to be worth more or whatever. That's why, because you can fit that in a list.
Yeah, Imperial Aces
are horrible.
Very awesome. Very awesome. It's just generics compared to Rebel generics to Imperial generics. That's where it kind of just goes. You rather.
Yeah, I suppose you got a generic A-Wing versus generic Interceptor, yes. I can probably see that, but you make up for it in the Aces, though, because Rebel Aces, we got some great Aces and stuff, but nothing that on that sort of level.
Yeah.
Of just, your attacks don't mean anything.
Again, what beats, X-Wings with Jan? Jan's bigs, just that basic X-Wing, just to escort. And, we've got... Our escort is the TIE Advance. It's like, well, you roll 3 red, blue dice.
The funny thing is that I always love how everyone says how bad the Biggs jam ball is.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, after flying it, it's very easy to beat.
Mm.
You just keep attacking, because one of the things which it doesn't do, it doesn't block a lot of them. The damage is still going through.
Yeah.
And eventually what you're going to run into is a situation where every big ball player knows this. Yeah, cool. 1 round, 2 round, 3 rounds, everything's fine. And usually after about the 4th round of shooting, everything dies.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
It's done. It's over.
So
it doesn't always.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
They'll all just drop it once.
The thing is, you're constantly attacking, but sometimes if you're spreading that damage so much, there's got to be a giveaway to back. You got to take.
Oh yeah.
That's the
you
thing.
You can outlast. Like, it has the ability to outlast smaller squadron balls, which is
Remember,
great.
how many times has an X Wing had one hull, and he just gets spreading the love to someone else? They just got that extra attack back to that opponent. So.
Of course, and then the Star Destroyer comes in and rolls us 2 blue dice into everything, and everything goes pop at once.
Yeah, but then
you almost wonder, maybe I should just let that X-Wing die.
Yeah,
I should just let that X-Wing die.
Yeah, that's where the smart opponent will do. But most of the times you'll know when to bug out and say, no, I'm done here. See you later. So that's where Jan goes. If it goes heavy, I'll see you later. Stefan's saying he runs Sloan with my Admiral. I tend to run 6 to 8 TIE fighters with Black Squadron and Advance, or Vader as an escort. I understand.
That's solid. That's solid.
I understand, and I get what Vader does, but for escort, I love, one of my favorites is Strum. Cedric Strum does what Vader does. For 15 points.
Oh, Strum does it better. Yeah.
For 15 points, he's the awesome escort. He's got that double brace. You pair it, say, here's another one. I just thought about it. The Bosk Strum candy bar. So basically, you attack with Strum with Bosk near. You take a damage onto Bosk to re-roll those red dice, and now Bosk has his ability tagged in. So while you're attacking, if you have 6 or fewer hull points remaining, you may add 1 blue die set to an accuracy icon to your attack pool, and he rolls.
That works good actually.
And he rolls 4 blacks.
Boss to get Strom to shoot first.
Yep.
Then the damage, 4 blacks, and an accuracy. Bye bye. Your scatter race.
Yeah. 38 points.
Wouldn't it suck though that that's the time when Zertic Strom, he just drops those 3 doubles, but you want to get that 1 damage with Bing to lock down.
Yeah, that happens a lot with Strom.
Every time, I guarantee you, times that happens with a boss Strom player, it's like, now I get the good dice when I don't want the good dice.
I know. I've done it so many times with Strom. You just or you get those 6 damage against a scatter race, and you go, well, that was useless. It's like, damn it.
How many times have I done that with the Z95s? Just, look at that, 5 damage. Scatter. 5 damage. Scatter.
But yeah, Strom.
It breaks your heart. It really does.
You don't really think about the ability that Strom has. You just take him as a meat shield, where he'll just take, for 15 points, double brace. He just takes the damage while your other squadrons are ready to pounce on whatever is attacking you. So, sometimes those 3 reds do come pretty awesome, but sometimes don't think they're going to come awesome. They don't.
No, they don't. They usually don't.
But apart from that, I think that's really it. I apologies for those bomber freaks, especially the what was it? Not Captain Jonas, the other one. What was it? Major Rhymer ones. I know how awesome Major Rhymer is, especially
when you play him correctly.
Yeah, yeah. Even if with a Sloan list, if you chuck him with all those generics or something like that, it becomes pretty awesome as well. So. I understand that, especially for the current Australian champion, James Steed, who flew his bomber list. He did very well with his bomber Rhymer list, and I think he flew bomber.
He didn't have Rhymer. He had not Rhymer.
Didn't have Rhymer. I'm sure.
Is it Rhymer? Or am I getting? What's? Hang on, I'm scrolling. What's it?
He had Marek Jendon. He had a bomber.
He had Rhymer, and what's the other one?
He had Mauler.
No, what's Jonas? Oh no, I'm thinking Jonas. Sorry, not Rhymer. I was getting confused.
Yeah, Jonas.
No, I thought you were talking about Jonas.
No, Rhymer. I'm talking about good old Rhymer.
Rhymer.
Yeah,
Rhymer. Yeah, Rhymer's.
Yeah, I can't remember how many bombers he had. I think
he had 4 bombers, Dengar, Mauler.
Dengar, yeah. He had a full.
Pretty sure he had 4 bombers.
128 points, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had 4. I think it was including Reimer.
Yeah.
He had 4 bombers.
Okay.
From memory.
So that's.
There was 4 bombers. 4 bombers. He had Mauler. I'll build it. I'll have a look.
Well, James, if you are on the stream, I know you're a friend of the show. If you are on there, just let us know if we got it wrong. We've seen it so many times, the national stream right now. So, but yeah, it's 128 points coming up here. I don't know if we're missing anything. I feel like we are missing something, but anyways, he flew this very well with Thrawn. With Thrawn giving out either the squadron commands.
The squadron command first round. I did not see that.
Yeah,
that killed me.
But again, this is more for the advanced player. Bombers can be nasty, as Ian found out, but they're not the greatest compared to say a Y-wing. They're not really good at squadron. So 1 black dice. Again, you got to know what you're doing with bombers, and you definitely need to have something else, just not bombers itself. So. Let's see. Is there any place that you can go? You can go see the winning competition lists. They go to TTT. So we'll bring up actually TTT. TTT Armada. We're just doing a side swipe at the moment. South Australia. How's their primes? Nope. Try again. Just bear with me. I'll just switch back to the main one for now while I try to find it. But yeah, let me just see that. Any other things that you can think of, Ian, of Imperial Squadrons? I've kind of...
Yeah, how great is the YV666? Grit, heavy, rogue?
Yeah.
Speed 2.
Yeah. Yeah, again, it would be pretty awesome just as a defensive
That's the trouble is you got I don't think the ship's necessarily on a bad platform. The problem is that it's the upgrade you need to make it work. You want squall, you want the ability to move the thing. You want all fighters follow me so it can move a bit faster as well, get the speed 3.
Yeah.
It's just
unfortunately
still though, grit, heavy, rogue, kind of fun. Kind of a fun ship, I reckon.
It is a fun ship.
Speed 2 is the problem.
Unfortunately, with say Imperials, the fleet commands aren't as prevalent. Either you've got an AEST with Chimera or a.
Everyone can take it now. Now you can flag bridge officer.
Yeah,
you only need it for that run round.
True.
All fighters follow me for one round.
You got a point there. So, definitely you can throw that on there and make them. Yeah, definitely make them move that one move. So, all right.
Wasn't there a crew member that let you move them fast as well? Am I thinking Churno?
Churno's only if they're engaged though.
Squadron command.
But
I just thought there was something else.
Corruptor for the VSD, I think it is. Let me just bring that up. I think it was Corruptor. Out of my Corruptor, the speed of each squadron with bomber. Has it got bomber? No. So
heavy, grit, and rogue.
Yeah. So if
that just pushes bombers. Yeah.
Yeah. But Cherno is squadrons. Squadrons that you activate can move even if they're engaged. When the engaged squadron moves in this way, treat it as a printed speed of 2. So no, that's not it.
And if he was massively popular, Rebels will be bringing Ketsu all the time. Yeah, we'll slow that speed to speed 1 to 2 down to 1.
All right, now cool. I've found it here. So we've got the prime, the Grand Championship results from last year.
Nationals. Just call it nationals.
So go to
I don't care what FFG you call it. It's
just type in all that, and you'll find. So we've got James Steed who came first for that. So what did we have? So he had Colonel Jendon, Dengar, Major Rhino, Warmer Miffle, just 2 TIE bombers. So he had
102 TIE bombers.
Yeah, so 110 points of squadrons there. So
sorry, it was 2 bombers and Jendon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jonas or Jendon? Which one have I got? Jonas.
No.
Reimer.
So just Reimer, 2 bombers,
Reimer?
Colonel Jendon,
Yep.
Marek, Mauler, Dengar.
Marek was in there too.
Yes, okay. Correct. I remember him being in there. Again, if you are an Imperial player and you want to make a bomber list, you put Marek and Gendon. It's an auto.
Pretty much.
Auto included.
You can't not.
Yeah.
Yeah, 110 points. Yeah. 110 points that blew me away.
Yeah. And it was very nasty list. And again, congrats to him big time. But again, you've got to understand how squadrons work, especially bombers. Bombers are a bit harder to pull off. But again, Major Rhymer helps you a little bit extra just to get that little extra range with not just even bombers, just again with slow aces, you can put Rhymer in there and help all your ties get that distance one instead of being that short range. Definitely, because especially when you're trying to cram all your fighters in, at least you could have got that extra space to put them on.
I'm trying to remember, what was his original wording?
It was close to medium range, not just
close to medium. God, yes. That was just too big.
Yeah,
that really was.
It was big,
and that was massive.
Yeah, and also Major Rhymer is awesome for any counter SSD who has quad and callus, because they can't counter back, because quads is distance 1.
Yeah.
So
it is too.
Yeah, so that stops any quads. So Major Rhymer is a good counteroffensive to that. Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah. So that's the list there. I think that's all I've got. You got any ideas or suggestions that you see, Ian, that harass you?
Yeah, take 5 decimators and Dengar.
Yeah.
That seems like a freaking nightmare.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that. I reckon, you know what I also think too? Oh, man. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. He's got a headache now.
Yeah,
people.
No, I'm starting to think of things now. So anyway, I'm thinking of 5 decimators, 9 SD2, maybe some ISD with the ability to take either a fleet command, so either a Kuat, because a fleet command, or take the title, the Chimera title.
Yeah.
It gives you all fighters follow me with decimators, going on the speed for rogue, and yeah, cool. You've got your lovely what's it called? Onager on the other side of the board. You don't have much fighter screen. Cool. Guess what's coming at you?
Yeah.
Freaking decimators into that thing, and you can't do anything about it. And you got your ISD that's pretty tanky, pretty beefed up, maybe with moddies, so it's not going to die very fast. And he's just going to go flat out speed 3, sweeping around the other side of the board outside your arc. Do you imagine that? Oh man, I think I just worked out how to get rid of Onagers out of the mother.
Oh yeah, so, I was just reading all fighters follow me. It doesn't need to be a squadron that is activated by a ship. It just needs
all squadrons get it. Yeah, all squadrons get it.
I just wanted to see the wording just to make sure. But yeah, you're right, Ian. So it is pretty awesome, and that's pretty good. So yeah,
that's not bad.
That is not bad at all. Cool. All right. I think that's it for tonight. We've gone for an hour, and
no questions in the chat, are there?
No. Hang on. I think there's something happy. Any love for Phantoms, Anthony? Well.
No,
unfortunately not. As I said, when I did talk about Phantoms, Phantoms could get a bit of love thanks to Commander Wallard. At least with the reroll that he grants, you could get the squadron a reroll there. But with the red dice for anti-ship, it just no.
I'm going to tell you right now why you don't take Phantoms.
Yeah.
Because interceptors have counter 2. Take interceptors.
Yeah, you definitely take interceptors.
They move at speed 5. They lose a hull. They've got swarm, so they've got the rerolls. You don't have to take the commander. They can trigger with that thing to get them back. Just take interceptors. Come on,
it's a lot of mess just to take Phantoms.
It's why I take A-Wings, because A-Wings have counter 2. It's just that ability to move in, get an attack, and then get a second attack when they shoot you. It decimates you.
Yeah. I understand the concept.
It's why Phantoms are useless.
Yeah, I understand the concept where you put Phantoms on the station and keep them there, so they go cloak him in and out and get that hull back. But it's a lot of things got to.
Yeah, but look, then you got to play to a certain
that's
format.
it. you got to make them sure they come to the station, and then that's a lot of work. And again, it can work.
I purposely do everything to avoid going anywhere near a station.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It can work, but you've got to. It's a lot of things. It's as Robert calls it. It's a handshake list. Basically, little things need to come together. And it's just better just to take your simple generics, like your simple interceptors, your aces, just to do whatever they need to do.
I reckon if a Phantom, I honestly don't know why a Phantom can't be the same point cost as an interceptor.
I don't know.
And I reckon if you saw Phantoms the same point cost as an interceptor, I reckon you would see more Phantoms.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I think you would, because cloak is that at the end of the squadron phase, you may move up to distance 1.
Yeah, that's where the whole backwards and forwards is.
I would take them over interceptors if they're the same price as an interceptor. Otherwise, I don't see any point not taking interceptor because when you have an interceptor, you don't want to move away because hey, they're going to shoot you and you get to shoot them back.
Even just say 12 points maybe because it's got that extra 1 hull.
Nah, same price.
Same price. They move 1 less, so yeah.
Hey, how much are A-wings?
I don't know, Rebel Jank.
11 points for a generic A-wing. It has 4 hull. It has counter 2, 1 black dice against ships, speed 5.
Okay.
And 3 blue dice.
All right.
You can't tell me that the Phantom stats are better than a generic A-wing.
No, God no. No, if I had a choice between a Phantom and an A-wing, I'll choose an A-wing any day.
And you'd easily take the interceptor over the Phantom.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's honestly that is the reason why I would seriously consider. I think Phantoms.
Now with
Phantoms really are on par with the interceptor.
Now with reserve hangar deck out there, you'll take an interceptor any day. And basically, that is a point. That is exact points for an interceptor and reserve hangar deck.
Well, there you go. So you're getting 2. Okay, so if you want to put it that way, you're getting 2 hull for the same point, plus a ship that shoots back.
Correct.
And moves faster.
And has swarm.
It has swarm.
Yeah.
It's basically you can get 2 squadrons at the same point.
Yeah.
It's just no.
Yeah.
You don't take Phantoms.
Yes.
Phantoms should have came out 11 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
When is FFG going to get us to do play testing? Because we work these points out a lot faster and a lot easier.
There you go. Anthony's saying they're a lot of fun with wallet and flight controllers, but agreed, struggle to fit them in anything that's not Sloan. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
pretty much.
And Sloan with red dice. It's just a lot of blanks. A lot of blanks.
Good luck.
Anything with Sloan, you definitely want blue dice bombing because you guaranteed something to come out. It's 75% chance of either getting.
Well, I think it's still technically the same chance. You're rolling 2 dice. You still got the same amount of accuracy you can roll, but.
No, I'd rather roll the blue dice because you're going to get something. You're either going to get a hit, an accuracy, or a crit. And a crit you get to re-roll.
And you always get a crit.
Yeah, and you get the reroll. So, all right, granted you get the reroll and get the crit again, but Sloan is for blue dice. And I look, congrats to you, Anthony, for trying to try something different. And that's what Armada's all about, trying something different. Compared to say X Wing where you fly.
Oh look, someone will have the right list. Like it's not to say they don't fit well on the right list, but it's same with YV666. I can guarantee you there is a list out there for those. There is the upgrade cards. There is the ability to completely.
And someone will come up with it. And someone will come up with it, and we'll go.
Hey, actually, do you know where YV666 is really good right now? Hunger fleets.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why's that?
Because you want to be second play, you have a low enough bid so that way you sit in the corner on top of your 2 stations from station assault or contested outpost with the interdictor bringing that thing closer to you, or maybe just farm Purgles, whatever. And then you've got chuck a few 7 hull, 2 blue, 2 black. Was it 1 blue ship, heavy grit rogue in front of you? Yeah, cool. Just come at me, bro. I'm just going to sit in the corner. You come. Bring your bombers through my squadron list first if you've got them, or otherwise I'm just going to sit in the corner and just...
Don't give me ideas, Ian. Don't give me ideas.
Yeah. Well, you struggled to come up with any original ones, so I have to give them to you. That way I've got more of a challenge, because, you haven't really changed your list in like 10 years.
I have changed my list, thank you very much. I have.
Stop it from an interdictor to an Onager. That's a big... ISD to an Onager. Big change.
Hey, I fly lots of things. Says you Corvette TRC, man. So shush.
I've been flying Starhawks, mate. Yeah. I don't have any Corvettes.
And MC30s. So
MC-30s are relatively new for me. I've really only started flying them for about a year now. Hey, I was flying Pelters too, mate. Come on.
Yes, you're flying Pelters with what? With Corvette TRC, so shush.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm actually starting to think, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to Nebs. I'm thinking Nebs is going to be the next thing I go for, I reckon.
Nebs, okay.
Yeah, I got this feeling. I don't know why. I think if Ongas are going to be one of the things, and I think Starhawk's going to be something, obviously something. I'm starting to think, you know what? I could probably do something good with Nebs. Because, they do move pretty fast. I'm pretty sure I could probably make something happen with Nebulon, so that way it actually works pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to work that out. It's something I haven't played with for a long time. I got bored of buggers. So 4 Nebs, no Yavaris. That's the challenge.
Cool. I actually was trying to fly something different for once last week, and I'll keep that under wraps for now. So I had something not an interdictor for once. So.
Oh, not an interdictor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll believe that when I see it.
Well, you missed out last week, so.
Oh, we'll go on TTS or something later on this week, next week or something.
Yeah. So, now that I do have TTS now, ladies and gentlemen, so look out. I'll be.
Yes, he has TTS, so he can play online now, guys. So send us a message, throw down a challenge.
Look out! All right. Okay, let's wrap it up, Ian. Any final thoughts before we finish this up?
No, just Neb, Salvation, TRC, Engine Text.
Yeah, but
I can do that.
Yeah, so basically that's the Imperial Fighters discussion. Again, it's a mix and match, as I said. That's why I call it the candy bar. You can basically choose out what you want out of that and put it together and make your type of squadron. It doesn't have to follow a certain example. It's just what you feel that you need for your fleet. Again, things can work, things don't work as well as you think they would work. It's all about experimentation. So I'm not the biggest squadron player. I just like to play my minimum squadrons. Maximum squadrons I've kind of rarely do. Only done it once or twice. It's not my thing. I like my big ships, and I cannot lie. So up to the players, up to you. Take what you got from here. Think about certain things and see what you can fit on your list. And always, just experiment. That's all I can say about squadrons, because nothing's 100% correct in Armada. There's always going to be something that's going to be better than yours, and you try to fix it, and then something else comes back in and makes it all hell. So, yeah, that's it for me for today. That's all from us for tonight. Hope you liked what you saw tonight. Not quite sure we'll be back next week, but we'll figure out something or other because we're back in lockdown. So we'll be definitely doing more to a casual instead of doing live battle, live shows. So
I might try and see if we can stream. We'll see if we can stream a game on TTS. Maybe.
Yeah, that's so. I was just thinking
that. It's my interest's not that great for streaming, but I know I'm still good upgrading it now. I'm stuck at home all the time. Well, actually, I'm not stuck at home, but
I've got TTS now, so I can stream too. So
you can stream. Your internet's a bit more stable than mine.
That's it.
You can stream our games.
There you go. So we can actually go online and actually start commentating on the live stream too. So that'd be we can watch someone and live stream, and that'd be awesome actually, just to actually commentate for it. So cool. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Hope you like what you've seen tonight. Tell your friends, tell your mates, because we need the subscriptions as always. But we are looking at things to improve. We'll talk about that some other time. We're always trying to fix things. Any suggestions? Thoughts?
We are? Oh, yes, we are.
We always are. Ian. Any thoughts, suggestions on any topics on Talk Casual? Comment, tell us, and we'll be more than happy to do a show about it. If you want some tips about ships, certain ships like, say, Pelters. We've got a perfectly good Pelter flyer right here. There we go. There he is. There's that smile. We had to talk about the Pelters.
You had to say Pelters. Oh, I love Pelters.
You look like a dog. Pelter?
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 No, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this Neb list I'm building. I'm looking at 4 Nebs.
Couldn't stop to talk about.
I got Blissix on a TRC Salvation. I got 3 Nebs with auxiliary shield teams and Link Turbo. And I got 2 GR75s. I'm probably going to chuck on 50 points of A-Wings. I've still got quite a bit of points.
Always your A-Wings. Got your A-Wings.
Vanguard. It's like Vanguard disappoints me so much, that title.
Does it now?
Well, yeah, you get the gunnery slot, but what good's the gunnery slot to you?
I don't know.
Oh no, taking the shoal and the spinal armament. That's what you do.
Rebel jank. Rebel jank.
Rebel jank. Yeah, I know. Rebel
okay. All right, Ian. We're going to cut it off now. So thanks thanks for coming in tonight and listening to my jank, Ian. We'll be back next time, and hopefully we'll have something new to discuss. And remember, like, subscribe, like us on Facebook, and fly casual.